Hey YouTube, Benzo here, back on the creek again doing some prospecting. I was thinking about when I was a kid and all the creeks I used to play in all around the counties. And so I'm going to start checking those out and see if there's any gold there. Today I'm at Sliding Rock, or a Sliding Rock, not the Sliding Rock, in Montgomery County. It's real low water, so figured it'd be a good time to look around, maybe look for some crevices. It's a crazy day in fall today. It was 95, 93 the last couple of days, and today it might hit 70. And so it's nice and cool, but the water's still probably nice and warm. So it should be kind of neat out here. I'm hoping there's some gold here. Let's find out. A lot of good looking spots here, but not too much to crevice. It's a pretty solid piece of rock. I would be regretful if I didn't hit something on the Sliding Rock itself. So I'm going to hit a spot here, maybe a crevice there if it looks like it's looking good. But I picked out a spot a little bit on down the creek there. It looked pretty good, and you can't usually get in there because the water is usually 4 times this. I am finding evidence that work's going on here. There's some big displaced rocks, and I did probe one crevice and it was completely clear, but it could have been blown out. But I'm going to poke around in this little spot here and see if anything pops out. So I finally found a crevice that wasn't completely cleaned out, worked at, and I washed the pan, but I didn't wash anything out. It was only a couple tablespoons worth of material. It was a couple buckshot and intact 22 corroded. Now, can you see that line of fine gold? Ha! First pan. I didn't know if there was gold here or not. That's kind of a crazy amount of gold for 2 tablespoons of material. Let's check this spot out. Looks like surface gold, but I don't think it would be. Well, I'm here. I've been poking and scratching about 3 or 4 different places, and that first spot I got lucky, and then I haven't really found anything else. This spot at the bottom of the slide here gave me 5 coins in one little hole. Not a lick of gold or lead there. But people do come out here and slide down in the summertime and lose coins, I suppose. One pan from here found one little tiny dot. I got most of the leaves and overburden now, and I'm going to try to get into this area and clean this out. And hopefully there's a little pocket of gold that got missed. Well, I worked that little hole out. I was seeing metal come up. It took me probably about a half hour to work that out and get a full pan's worth. There's a brass casing on top, pieces of metal. Definitely some lead. Let's hope there's some gold mixed in with it. That was a very interesting pan. I got 6.5 cents. There's a half. 22 bullet. One of my best Superman bullets I ever found. A brass casing. 2 old square nails. Some random pieces of glass. A couple pieces of metal of some sort. About 8 or 10 more pieces of lead in there. And one little teeny tiny speck of gold. Just one little speck. So that's kind of, I was expecting a few more. But let's find a new spot. So I cleaned out this little crevice right here. Got a bunch of lead. And I don't think there's any gold in there. So I can't in on a skunk. I'm going to have to go back to where I found gold and see if I can get a little more material. Well, that's everything from Sliding Rock today. I did a lot of little crevices and did a little panning here and there. I wasn't too focused on filming, sorry about that, but I didn't really find too much gold. That first pan I got lucky, it was a little tiny crevice, couple tablespoons, and I pulled out 25 flecks of gold, little dots, and I probably pulled out 30 all day. I didn't end on a skunk. I found a dot on down the creek. But I'm going to continue this is there gold from the creeks of my past kind of thing. And Sliding Rock, I found gold. Found good gold right off the bat, and then it fizzled out, and a bunch of other spots couldn't really find it. Hey YouTube, back at the house. Thought I'd show you the take of the day and show off the Amethyst Cathedral. I'd like to give a big shout out to Jason the Mason, Flower Gold Wizard, for his kind words and his shout out to me. And if you don't follow him or aren't subscribed to him and you watch my channel, well, I don't think that's really possible. But if that's the case, go check him out. He's the funniest guy in the prospecting business, that is for sure. And he's doing this huge 7,000 subscriber giveaway, and Tom from Tom's Gold Dirt is involved with this, and they're throwing in gobs of gold into this bucket, and they're going to give it all away to one lucky person. So if you didn't know about that, you got to check all that out. Well, let's see what I got into today. Help yourself to some candy. Starting early on Halloween, I'm probably going to pack on another 10 pounds real quick. Let's take a look at this. I counted about, 35 tiny little dots. Most of them came out of that first spot. But there's some other interesting finds that weren't shown. Look at all the coins. That's about 37 3/4 cents, it looks like. I could only make out an 84 on this nickel and a 76 on this. I suppose this is a copper penny as well. And these are just eat up. They were lodged down in the crevices vertically. I could see them sticking out, and the water was just running over them. It's from where people go sliding out there. And my favorite thing of the day, my new favorite Superman bullet. Super cool. And if anybody knows what this is, you could tell me. I've never really seen one that tapers down so much. About the size of a 22 there. And another brass casing, an intact 22, and some other. There's about 15 other little pieces of lead and some square nails. That's about it. But found out that you can find some gold at Sliding Rock. It's not really enough to warrant going back there. But further down on that creek, there are some more places I plan on checking out, and some feeder streams feeding into it too. Could have a completely different geology coming off a mountain. So until next time, get in the creek and get that gold. Oh, wait.